This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We are talking about business integrity, right? So today, let us talk about keys. Okay, let me show you a table. I have an employee table. So employee ID, employee name, employee passport number, employee driving license number. I have some data stored in the table, right? So I wanted to get unique row from the table. Unique row from the table. So let me tell you what is the key first. Okay, then we'll talk about this example. So what is the key? Key means which is an attribute. It's recording. It's what is that question, Manisha? Yeah, Manisha, ping me in my WhatsApp number today without fail, okay? I will be sending the videos, okay? Just ping me now itself, okay? Yeah, or mail me. Yeah. Key means which is an attribute or multiple attributes, okay? Key means which is an attribute or multiple attributes using which using which anyone can retrieve a single instance from the group of instances. Okay, so this is what is called a key. According to the RDBMS, key means which is an attribute. Attribute means what? Attribute means column. Clear? So when you go to this table, employee ID is an attribute. So in the layman understanding, employee ID is a column. Name is a column. Passport number is a column. Driving license number is a column. Column means attribute. Remember, clear? So RDBMS has different name. Okay, so let us understand what the RDBMS says, and in the regular way, how can we say? So in the RDBMS, we will be calling entities. Okay, but in the daily, you know, in the layman perspective, entity means a table. Okay. So RDBMS says we have a lot of entities. People will say we have a lot of tables. Each and every entity will have lot of columns. So we are going to be saying attributes and they'll be calling them as an attribute. Okay. Attribute means what? A table. Sorry, attribute means what? Columns. Entity means what? A table. Entities means tables. Attribute means columns. So people will be calling entity instance. Clear? So this is what is called a row, or we'll say a record. A row or a record. So people will say, I have a lot of records in my table. Records means rows. I have a lot of entity instances in my table. That means a lot of rows are available in this table. Entity instance means row. Clear? So RDBMS, words are like this: entities, attributes, entity, instances. Clear? So tables, columns, and row or record. Clear? So key means which is an attribute, means it is a single column or multiple columns using which anyone can retrieve a single instance from the group of instances. So this is what is called a key. Let me give you a simple example. There is a big auditorium. A show is going on. A big, function or get together is going on. So I wanted to, you know, give an award to one of the students. The student got scored maximum marks in the class. Okay, there are some thousands of students. I wanted to invite him to the stage and give him a prize, or give him the award. So I'm taking the mic and I'm saying, hey, John, please come to the dais and collect this award. So when I say John, I have thousands of students. So there are lots of Johns are available. At least 10, 20 Johns came to the dais. Sir, are you calling me? Sir, are you calling me? So they were asking me like this. I got confused to whom I need to give. So I said, sorry, sorry, sorry. Please go back. Let me call once again. So second time, instead of guys, please mute. Guys, please mute. Yeah. Second time, instead of using a name, what I said, hey, student number, Reddy, you need to mute. Parandham Reddy, please mute. Yeah, please mute, guys. Okay, yeah. So second time, instead of using a name, what I used, student number 1234. Student number 1234, please come to the dais and take this award. So now I got only one John. Clear? Even though I have thousands of students in the class, when I say student number 1234, please come to the dais and collect the gift, I got only one guy. Am I clear? So using which attribute I'm able to get only one guy, even though I have thousands of students. That attribute is called as a key attribute. So I can say student ID would be a key attribute, but not the name. Or I can use their passport number. Passport number 12312337. So whoever is having this passport number, please come to the dais and take this award. So I'll get again same John. Or I say phone number who's having 90000123456. So whoever is having this number, please come to the dais and collect this gift. So you may use, student number or employee number or passport number or social security number or driving license number, whichever is the attribute column. Attribute means what? Column that you are using to connect to get a single student from the group of instance. That column is called as, that attribute is called as a key attribute, key column. Am I clear? So now we are talking about employee ID, student number, passport number, driving license number. All these are called as a key. Key means there is no duplicate data in that column. So you cannot have duplicate number in the employee ID. You cannot have duplicate passport number. You cannot have a duplicate unique number. So key means which does not allow duplicate value, which should not have any, you should not have any duplicate value there. What about name? Your number could be different, but your name could be the same, right? So whatever be the column that you're using, that you're saying as a key columns, group of key columns are called as candidate keys. Clear? So these are the good candidates to become a key. Why? Because they don't allow duplicates. Phone number cannot be duplicated, right? Your phone number is unique, my phone number is unique. Your email address is unique, my email address is unique. Your employee ID is unique, my employee ID is unique. Your passport number is unique, my passport number is unique. So these are called key columns. Clear? So key columns means any key which is not having a duplicated data, that column can become a key. Okay, what is the purpose of a key? Just now I told you. What is the purpose? To retrieve a single student. Even though you have millions of records and rows, even though you have millions of records and rows in the table, but using this number, you should be able to get only your row. For example, I go to my bank and bank executive never ask you, tell me your name, I can tell you your clear balance. So name is not a key column. You will have lot of Bhaskar Jogis, lot of Stanleys, lot of Davids, right? Lot of Peters. So using a name, getting the balance is very, very difficult. What will they ask? They'll ask, tell me your account number. So you'll say my account number is 1234. Then your balance is, let us say, $1,000. Why are they asking you the account number instead of the name? Because to retrieve your number, they cannot use your name. Clear? So to identify a single row, to identify a single row, always we deal with a key columns only. So if you say, I don't remember my account number, then they'll ask you, tell me your social security number at least, or tell me your PAN card number, or tell me this number, tell me that number. So one of the numbers you should be able to tell them so that they can retrieve your record or the row. Am I clear? So you can use employee ID as a key column. Name is a non-key column, non-key attribute. So which can have duplicated data. Passport number is a non-key column. Driving license number is a it is a key column. Okay. Table will have two types of columns. One is called key columns. The second one is called non-key columns. Clear? So, what is a key? Key means which does not allow duplicated data. It is called as a key. What is the purpose of a key? Okay. So, so in simple word, what is a key? What is a key means in simple words, instead of saying this big thing, we can say now, what is a key? Key means key is an attribute which does not allow duplicate values. That's it. Okay. So duplicate values. This is the key. But what is the purpose of a key? That is very important. Purpose is something different. Why key or what is the purpose of a key? To retrieve the single instance. I told you, right? Instance means what? Lot of rows are available, lot of students are available. But when I announced the student number in the mic, I am able to get only one guy. So to retrieve the single instance, we must have a key. Okay, a table can have a lot of keys. All those keys are called as a candidate key. Clear? So which does not allow any kind of a duplicates. All keys are called as grouped together, called as a candidate key. Candidate key means which is a key normally which does not allow any duplicate data. Clear? So that's what you need to understand. Now, within the candidate keys, I have to identify what is the primary key. Okay, so if it is employee table, employee ID would be the primary key. Remaining, key columns are called as alternate keys. That means if this is not there, then you can use that as well. Clear? So in student table, student ID would be the primary key. In passport applications, passport number would be primary key. In banking websites or banking, application softwares, account number is the primary key. In your social security, cards and everything, social security number would be a primary key, right? If you book a order in your amazon.com, a transaction number would be, or a billing number would be, or invoice number would be a primary key, because every bill is unique, every invoice is unique, right? Bill number, invoice numbers are unique, so those are called primary keys. Clear? So you have employee ID is a primary key, but what about passport number, driving license number? Those are called unique keys. Now, what is the candidate key? Candidate key is equivalent to primary key plus alternate key. So this is what you need to understand. All of them are keys only. All of them will not allow any data, any duplicated data. Now, what is the candidate key? The simple expression example is primary key plus alternate key is called, candidate key. What is a primary key? Let us see. Ensures uniqueness. Primary key means what? Ensures uniqueness means no duplicated data is allowed inside that column. Clear? If you give the duplicate data, SQL server will say, because validation will be done by SQL server. You're saying employee ID is a primary key. When you say primary key, SQL server, SQL server, Oracle, MySQL, any RDBMS will not allow duplicate entries there. No nulls are allowed. Automatically a clustered index gets created. Automatically a clustered index gets created. What is an index? Why index? All these things we're going to learn later. So as of now, no worry about what is a clustered index. Just remember this point and leave it. Only one primary key we can have per table. We can also have composite primary key. What is a composite primary key? We'll discuss. Primary key is not mandatory. It is recommended. Clear? If you have a primary key in the table, that is recommended, but it is not mandatory. Okay, it is not compulsory, to have a primary key in the table. But if you have a primary key, that is useful to you. Clear, guys? So this is what is called a primary key. Now, what is a unique key? Unique key means alternate keys are called as unique keys. So let me say RDBMS says alternate keys. Okay. RDBMS says alternate keys. In the daily usage, we will be calling this as a unique keys. Okay. In RDBMS, we will be calling as a primary keys. In the softwares also, we will be calling this as a primary key only. So there is no difference in the primary key, but entity means tables, attributes means columns, entity instance means row or the record, and alternate keys are called unique keys, and primary keys are called as primary keys. So this is RDBMS concept. Okay. But in the daily routines, routine means in the softwares, in the RDBMS tools I'm talking about. Okay. So we'll say create a table, create a column, insert a row, update a row, create a unique key, create a primary key. So unique key means it is called as a alternate key. Remember this. Clear? So candidate key is equivalent to primary key is equivalent to primary key plus we can say unique key. Unique. Okay. So unique key are called as alternate key. Both of them are synonyms. So alternate key is equivalent to unique key only. So don't get confused. Okay. One table can have one primary key, but many unique keys will be there. Okay. So ensures uniqueness, allows only one null value. Remember this. Primary key does not allow any null value, but unique key in a given column, in a given unique key column, you can have only one null value, not more than that. So auto creation of an index, many unique keys per table can be there. You can also have a composite unique keys. Also, what is a composite unique key? We'll discuss. Now, compulsorily, you should know this primary key versus unique key. Primary key, it does not allow null values. Unique key, it allows only one null value per column. Only one primary key per table, many unique keys per table, or many alternate keys per table. It creates a clustered index, it creates a non-clustered index. Clear? Very, very, very important slide for the interview questions. Okay. Compulsorily, this question will come up in your interview. Tell me what is a primary key or what is a key? What is a candidate key? So all these are called as important interview questions. What is a key? Which does not allow duplicated data is called as a key. What is a candidate key? Collection of key columns are called as candidate keys. Clear? And what is a primary key? A primary key does not allow any null value, only one primary key per table. So it is, it creates a clustered index. And what is a unique key? It will allow only one null value. You can have many unique keys per table. It does not allow duplicated data. It creates a non-clustered index. You can have only one primary key per table, but you can have many unique keys or called as alternate keys per table. Am I clear? But what is composite key? I was talking about composite key, right? So, so what is a composite key? Let me write what is a composite key. A key which has multiple attributes, okay, called as called as composite key. Remember this word, very, very important. What is a composite key? A key which has multiple attributes. A key which has multiple attributes called as composite key. Let me give you one beautiful example to understand what is a composite key. For example, I have a gated community. I have a big location where thousands of flats are built. Okay, this is my community. I have lot of flats are available. So it is like this. I have a block number A. This is a block A or tower number A, tower number B, tower number C. Like that, I have lot of towers, and let us say tower number Z. Okay, so all these are called as towers. Tower number A, then I'm talking about tower number B, then tower number C. Like that, you have a lot of towers in this gated community. So the tower number is called Z. So each tower has a lot of houses and 1 to 100. Okay, so 1 to 100 houses are there everywhere. So in this also we have 1 to 100. In this also we have 1 to 100. In this tower also we have 1 to 100. Now I have invited you all, been invited for a party. Okay. So I told my house number is 55. Please come to my home. Tomorrow we can have a party. Okay. So you know that a house number 55, then you came and you're talking to the security. Okay. I told you clearly, hey guys, come to my house tomorrow at 8 p.m. We are going to be having we are going to be having a party. So you came and the security is asking, tell me the tower number. So you have only house number because every tower has house number 55. This guy is asking, tell me your this is security standing here somewhere here. He's asking you, tell me, security is asking you, tell me the house number. House number 55. Okay. Tell me tower number. You don't have any knowledge. So what will you do? You also call me and ask me, sir, I got, I told him 55, but he's asking me tower number as well. So sometimes with the help of only one attribute, identification is very, very important, very difficult. Tower number plus house number, both of them you need to give. Mine is a tower number K, house number 55. Clear? To identify Bhaskar Jogi, you cannot say only the house number. You must say my tower number as well. I wanted to visit Bhaskar Jogi. So you should know tower number as well as house number. So this is what is called is. So this is a unique combination, right? So this is what is called composite key. Okay, this is what is called composite key. Composite key means a key which has multiple attributes. So this is one attribute and this is one more attribute, right? This is one attribute and this is one more attribute. So this is how you should be able to get the things done. Clear? So if you were to create a table, how you can create a table, I show you. Okay, so this is all customers of the flats. So how the table structure would be? You will have a tower number, you will have a house number, you have a name of the customer phone number. So this is how you are going to be creating a table. Now tower number A, house number 1, let us say Stanley is here. Okay, some phone number. Now, tower number A, house number 2, we have, let us say, Mac is here, okay, with some phone number. And tower number A, house number 3, let us say, Nilpa is here. Clear? Nilpa is having unique phone number. And tower number A, house number 4, we have Pratyusha here, right? Pratyusha is here. So, like that, we have some data, right? Tower number A, house number 5, we have Priyanko here, right? So, you can have a unique number, but if you see duplicate data is available, if you see duplicate data up to, you will have A100. Afterwards, again, B starts, B1, again, B2, right? If you see lot of duplicated data, you can have it here, and you can have a lot of duplicate, one and one is available. But if you see the combination, if you see this combination, this is what is called unique record. This is one unique. This combination should not be getting repeated anywhere. So put together, so this is one attribute, this is one attribute, this is one more attribute put together. So this will be calling as a composite primary key. Okay, composite primary key. This is only one primary key, but one primary key has two attributes. You cannot say these are two primary keys. According to our understanding, a table can have only one primary key. You cannot have two governments in India or in America, right? Either this government or that government. Any one government has to be there. But one government may have a lot of parties, right? If there is no proper support to any government, so two parties will collate or combine, and they will be creating a government anyway, right? So now what happens? These are two columns, but these are combinedly created as a composite primary key. Okay, so this could be a unique key. Unique key are called as a alternate key. So that means what? So one primary key, and we can also have a lot of unique keys: phone number, email address, and PAN card number, social security number. Lot of other columns may be there. All these are called as what? Candidate. All these are unique keys. Am I clear? So, no part of the primary key, because primary key is not one here. Primary key is one, but primary key is made up of more than one column. Hence, this is called as a composite primary key. You can also have composite unique key. That means key could be a single column key. Key could be multiple column key as well. Clear? When the key has multiple columns, that key is called as a at composite primary key. If you have multiple attributes, the key is called as a multiple, the key is called as composite key. Now, so if you see, you will have a lot of duplicates here. If you see a lot of duplicates here, but if you see the combination, it is unique. Okay, so no part of the primary key should have a null. You cannot say this is also one more record. You cannot say I will have a Z and or I'll let me have A and let me have the null. So no part of the primary key will allow null. Remember this point. People would ask you this question in the interview. Okay, this is also one more unique combination. This is also one more unique combination. Can we have null in any one of the composite primary key? The answer is no. No part of the primary key should allow null. So these are completely wrong entries. Clear? So this combination should not get repeated. Clear? So these are the things you must understand. A table can have normal primary key, a single column, it can be a primary key. Or sometimes a table cannot have a single column as a primary key. Then you need to look for one more attribute or one more attribute and create a one more a composite primary key over there. Let me give you one more example. Okay. Now, So I gave you one example as example number one is tower number plus house number. So this is a composite key. Let me give you one more example. I wanted to go to international school. I wanted to, talk to principal, or I would like to, have a meeting with the principal. Then principal asked me, what is the class in which your student is, your, daughter or son is studying. So I need to say class number plus I say which session is into session and or section, whatever they have. They have sections, right? Sections. Let me say sections. What is the section number? And what is the roll number of your kid? So I'll say my kid is in third standard, section B, and roll number, let us say 17. To identify my kid, I have to tell three things. If I say roll number, section A, you have 1 to 20 roll number students. Section B has again 1 to 20 section. Again, every class will have, lot of sections, right? So first class, A section, B section, C section. Second class, A section, B section, C section. So people would ask you, the student principal or the security at the school will ask you, tell me the class number, tell me the section number, tell me the roll number. If you say, I don't remember exactly, then definitely, or it is very, very difficult to identify your kid. Clear? If they have something else, we can say that number, but if they don't have the other number, so you need to give these three pieces information to the security, then only the security can identify your kid exactly, otherwise not. Clear? So now class number plus section number plus roll number called, or it is a composite key, composite primary key. So clear? So what is a key? What is a key? Key means a key which does not allow duplicates is called as a key. Collection of keys are called as Collection of key columns are called as candidate keys. Collection of key columns are called as candidate keys. Mahesh Babu, can you hear me? So what is the difference between candidate key and composite key? What is a key? Key means a column which does not allow any duplicated data. That is what is called as a key column. So collection of keys are called as candidate keys. Clear? Now, tower number alone is not a key. Okay, why tower number is not a key? Because you have duplicate data. Clear? So please mute. And house number is not a key column at all, but combination is a key column. Try to understand. So it is not a key column at all. Tower number is not a key. If somebody says tower number is a key, then that guy is failed already, because tower number is allowing duplicated data. It is not a key column. House number is not a key column. Okay, but this is, it can form a key because A1, A2, A3 is a unique combination. So this is what is called one primary key. It is composite key, and this is what is called one unique key. What is the candidate key? Candidate key means primary key. Primary means this is, these two are under one primary key. Clear? So this is one primary key, and this is one unique key. So what is a candidate key? Candidate key is equivalent to what? Primary key plus unique key. Now, primary key is made up of two attributes, T number plus house number. Clear? So unique key is having only one single column. So this is what is called phone number. Clear? Now, what is a candidate key? Candidate key means primary key plus unique key. Primary key here is a composite primary key. Clear? Why composite primary key? Which is having what? More than one column. This is a single column. It is what as composite primary key. Clear? So any key which has multiple attributes, any key which has multiple attributes is called as a composite key. Clear? So this is not a key. Tower number is not a key. If you say tower number is a key, then you did not understand the things clearly. Clear? Tower number is not a key. House number is not a key. Why? Because you have duplicates. But combination is a unique. Clear? So remember this point. Is candidate key allows null value. What is a candidate key, Saujanya? What is a candidate key? Candidate key means collection of key columns. Collection of key columns is called as this one. So in the collection, you may have a primary key, you may have an alternate key, right? Right. So candidate key is what? Candidate key is a collection of primary key and collection of this one. So if it is a primary key, it will not allow null value. If it is unique key, it will allow null value. Clear? Saujanya. Clear or not? So what is the primary key? Primary key will not allow null value. Unique key will allow. Somebody is unmuting. Who unmuted that mic?
Sir,
Yeah,
uh,
please, please.
candidate key is a combination of
Primary
two
key and
keys,
unique
any
key.
two keys.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then in the we the so tower number and house number need not to be with the primary keys, in this case.
Tower number, house number put together a composite primary key. I told you, right? Primary key only it is. But made up of two columns. Clear?
Okay. The combination of the records should not be null, unique.
Yeah. Yeah. It should be unique and it should not have nulls in this case. Okay.
Then it should be okay, composite key. Okay, sir.
Clear. In this you can have one null value. If you wanted to have, you can
Right.
have one null value here. We can have Sonia or Hemant. Hemant doesn't have anything. So you cannot have one more null here. But here there is no null at all. Clear? So what is a primary key? What is a primary key? Primary key means it should not allow null value. It should not allow or duplicate value. What is a unique key? Unique key will have only one null value and the other values are unique, no duplicates. Clear? One table can have one primary key. The primary key can be made up of a single column. Primary key can be made up of a multiple columns. It doesn't matter, but it is a single primary key. If you say the table is having two primary keys, then your interview is over. Then people will say no problem, we'll call you for the next round, or we'll say HR will call you, right? So you cannot have more than one primary key per table. So it is a single primary key made up of what? Two attributes. I'll give you one more example. I have prepared one nice food dish, okay? One dish, and I have taken potato. So I have taken one more food dish, second food dish, and made up of, let us say, brinjal. So how many dishes? This is one dish, this is one dish. Clear? So this is one dish, this is one dish. And I am creating one more dish, one more food dish. This is having potato plus tomato plus I have some other things, cabbage. Now tell me, total how many dishes we have? One dish, one vegetable, one dish, one more vegetable, one dish, three vegetables. You cannot say these are three dishes. So this is one dish, but multiple vegetables. This is one primary key, multiple attributes. One dish, multiple attributes. Clear? One dish only, but multiple items are mixed together. Potato plus tomato, cabbage. You cannot say I made three dishes. People will laugh at you. Clear? So you can have a single dish with single column. Clear? Single dish with what? Single vegetable, or single dish with multiple vegetables. Still, this is a one curry, or we can say one dish only. Remember, you cannot say these are three dishes. People will laugh at you because you have mixed together. So this is what is called a single primary key only. You cannot say these are two primary keys because table cannot have more than one primary key. You can have more alternate keys. That's fine. Clear? Either a primary key or a unique key. So you should not have a duplicate data. If you say it is a primary key, then it should not allow duplicate data. If you say this is one more primary key, it should not allow duplicate data. We are not saying this is a primary key, this is a primary key. This is a composite primary key. Clear? Two attributes, but only one primary key. Three vegetables, but only one dish. Clear? So that is what you need to understand. Primary key may be a single attribute primary key. Primary key may be multiple attribute primary key. And a unique key also may be a single attribute unique key or multiple attribute unique key. If it is a multiple attribute unique key, that is called as composite unique key. Yeah, am I clear? So this is very, very important. So can we create two or more columns as a primary key? Yes. You can have two columns here as a primary key. This is only one primary key. In this example, in this example, class number, section number, roll number. Three columns are there. It will be part of the primary key. Okay. So one more example let me give you. I am in the railway station and one of the guy called me and said, "Sir, I wanted to meet you." So Gopi Krishna called me. Okay, sir, I wanted to meet you today. So I wanted to come and personally meet you. I said, I am already in the railway station. I cannot meet you today. No, sir, it is very, very urgent. I wanted to meet you. I'll come in 10 minutes. I am nearby railway station. Then the first information I should tell him what is the train number in which I am going. Clear? So I will say this is my train number. Then after that I should tell him the coach number to identify me. Then I have to tell him what seat number. Okay. So I say my train number is 1234 and my seat number, my coach number is S12. For example, every train has S1, S2, S3, S4, S5 up to S12. So my seat number, let us say 12. Clear? Or I can say, let us say 43. To identify me, I should inform him lot of data. Otherwise, he cannot catch me in the railway station because a lot of trains are there and in which platform he has to go he does not have, so he has to first get the train number, then he will come to the platform number automatically, then coach number, then come to the S12, then you need to look for me 43, where is this, sir? Clear? To identify, you can, if I say only the seat number, my seat number is 22, you can come and identify which seat number, which train number. Is it very easy? Or if I say coach, if I say only coach number, which coach and which train? So I need to tell him clearly, this is the train where I'm sitting, and this is the coach where I'm sitting, and this is the seat number where I'm available. Clear? So because each and every bogie or coach will be having, so let us say 100 seats. So you'll have, let us say 12 coaches per train. Clear? So to identify Bhaskar sir, Gopi Krishna has to get three pieces of information. Sir, which train number you tell me? I'm almost there. Sir, I have reached. Sir, tell me I'm in your train. Tell me the coach number. So I said S12. Okay, sir, I'm coming. Then he will ask me, sir, tell me the seat number as well so that I can exactly can come and attend you because we don't have any time. So when you have the either a key column or composite key column, what is the advantage? You can retrieve the customer, retrieve the row very, very quickly. You need not search here and there. So you can simply jump from one place to another place, one place to another place. You need to jump. Otherwise, what you need to do? You need to go to train number and look for row by row, coach by coach, coach by coach. It is very, very difficult. For example, police has to, arrest a thief or a robber or a terrorist. They have a clue that is there in the station. So every train and every coach, they're going to scan, right? So because they don't have a clue where this guy is sitting. So that is what is that is that is not a purpose of a key, because searching for complete train and coach and everything. If we don't have any clue, that is the case. We need to search row by row, row by row, row by row. It will take a lot of issues, lot of time to identify the single person. But if there is a key column, I can easily catch it and get it. Clear? So in this case, we can have train number, coach number, seat number put together is called as a primary key, or it could be a unique key also. Clear? Please provide syntax for more columns. Prime syntax. What is syntax? I am not teaching now. So we'll have the syntax later. Okay, how to create a table, that we'll see later. So did you get what is the primary key? What is the what is the primary key? What is the unique key? What is the candidate key? What is the key? So did you understand clearly? Anyone has any questions?
Sir, one more question.
Unique key means a which will not allow any duplicated data, which will have only one null value per column. Tell me.
Sir, one more question.
Tell me. Tell me.
Yeah, we are getting the composite key from the two or more tables, right?
Not tables, columns.
Uh,
In
to,
a
uh,
single table.
in the different tables, we are getting the composite key,
Not
two or more
I
columns.
never told you. Listen to me, Hemant, clearly. I never told you tables. I only told
Okay,
you columns in a single table. So this is a single table or multiple table.
single table.
Yes. I never told you this is one table and this is one table. Clear?
Mm. Hmm. Okay.
Primary key is always within the table only. You cannot say, I have one column in table A, I have one more column in table B, and the combination should be unique. That is completely understanding is completely wrong. That is not clear. So primary key means within the table only. Remember always. Unique key also within the table only. Am I clear? Yeah,
Okay, sir. Okay.
very good, very good. You cannot think of a primary key or unique key using multiple tables. No, that is not. That is completely wrong. Key means within the table. Within the table. How can we identify Hemant? Hemant data will be available in the customer table only, right? So we cannot say Hemant data is in some other table and some other table is having some other data, and that and this is to put together as primary key. That is completely wrong. A table will have a primary key, not across tables we are talking about. No, right? Yeah. Key means always remember within the table only. Any key, whether it is a unique key or a primary key, within the single table only you must talk. Yeah. Clear, guys? Any other questions? Okay. Now, what is the primary key? What is the unique key? What is the key? Did you understand clearly? If you create a table like this, if you create a table like this and you're creating a table for a employee, now we need to understand what is the primary key here. The primary key is employee ID in this example. The remaining keys are called what? Alternate keys. Clear? Those alternate keys are called as unique keys. What is the difference? The difference is very simple. We can have only one primary key. Primary key will not allow duplicated data. It does not allow null value. You can have many unique keys per table, and passport number is one unique key, driving license number is one more unique key, and employee ID will be a primary key. Unique key will allow nulls. So in this column you can have one allow, in this column we can have one null value. In this column Also, we can have one null value. Clear? So, what is the primary key? What is a unique key? Did you understand? So, collection of a primary key and alternate key. Primary key plus alternate key is called as a candidate key. Now, a primary key can be made up of a single column. Alternate key means unique key or can also be made up of a single column, or it can be made up of multiple columns. If you have multiple columns, then that is called as a composite primary key or a composite unique key. Clear? These are two separate unique keys. It is not a composite unique key. Try to understand. Clear? So, composite primary key made up of more than one column. Each combination of values must be unique. Order of the columns in primary key should match the order of the columns as shown in the table. No null values allowed as part of any part of the primary key. Train number, coach number, seat number, tower number, house number. These are the best examples of the composite primary keys. Clear, guys? Any other questions? So, this is the difference between primary key and a unique key. Rarely we get a composite primary keys and composite unique keys, but maximum 99% of the time, or at least 95% of the time, we will have every table will have a primary key. So unique key is not mandatory. Even primary key is also not mandatory, but we create a primary key always, whenever we create a table. So create employee ID, employee name, employee salary, employee gender, employee date of birth, employee qualification, employee blood group, employee height, employee weight. Lot of data the HR team may be collecting it, right? So what is the primary key? Employee ID. What is the unique key here? Employee email ID will be unique key. Employee phone number will be unique key, right? So employee passport number in this case is a unique key. Now, you may be creating a customer table for Amazon.com. So, customer ID, customer name, customer phone number, customer email ID. Customer ID will be the primary key, and the customer phone number, customer email ID is unique, right? So, if you give same phone number, and it'll say already this phone number is existing. So, you need to create a new user ID with the help of one more phone number or email ID. So it will not allow duplicate entries, even though email ID is not a primary key, which is a unique key. Customer ID would be the primary key in the Amazon customers table. Am I clear? Thank you, guys. So tomorrow we'll speak about relationships in the tables. Clear? So what are the relationships we have, and how to understand relationships is very, very important. It is called as a cardinality. So that we'll see in tomorrow's class. Any other questions, guys?
Sir, SharePoint location.
Here point. The link is it? Who's this? I'll send the link.
Yes, sir.